to episode 16, Gen Y Footy. Great to be back, and hasn't it been a superb week for the Carlton Football Club?
It's been fantastic. That's why we're in our navy blue jumpers, because we're very excited about it.
We don't jump on at all, do we, Dale?
No, you haven't spoken for the last month, but it's good to see you two happy again, that's for sure.
We love being happy.
The barometers, Frankie. I can talk about them all day. Yaron,
Yep.
Betts, and Garland. Haven't seen it all year, but when they combine, we win matches.
It's fantastic. What a side Carlton are. They really are truly a fantastic side.
They're the best side in the competition by a long way. What about your mob? You were good also.
Yeah,
not
we were.
Not quite as good as Carlton, but
no, not quite.
You played a depleted Essendon side. No, it was a great effort. Well done, because all the Saints fans will jump on here and give us heaps. But you were good on the weekend.
It was a good game by our boys, particularly after the weekend before. So it was really nice to bounce back and have a good win against a quality opposition.
And Stephen Milne here, 250 games. What a milestone from a bloke off the rookie list. Kicked 5 and was played a big role in winning the game.
Yeah, fitting for Milne. Obviously had a huge week in the build-up to it. There's a lot of pressure that comes with playing a milestone game. But as you mentioned, off a rookie list, 500 goals, 250 games. It is an amazing effort.
And the annoying prop man's here. What's
yes,
up?
and as always, Dal, our Brownlow metal detector is doing well. You've had a few votes. You're a chance of winning. We'll give you another scan because you played well on the weekend.
27 touches.
There's some work going on there. There's some votes happening.
No goals.
No goals. So I'm not being harsh, but I think that Rui played well, obviously.
Definitely.
Key forwards don't get votes, Frankie. So
And he abuses the umpires a lot.
Oh, okay, well, based on that, then I might give you 2 votes.
Yes, well done, Frankie. That's what I was thinking. 2 votes to Dale, so we could still win the Brownlow.
And don't forget, I just have to come over here, we will have another tally update Brownlow week, and we'll get really into it, because if you're a chance to win, I think we might have to get a spot on the table.
Might have to put some money on it. Do you want us to put some money on for you?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I
can't comment.
Now, Dale, we won't get you into trouble. We'll move on from that. How good was it to see the old footy back like the old days? We saw streakers more than we've ever seen streakers.
There was no streakers.
Not naked ones like your Helen DeMarcos.
It was more your boring ones.
Yeah, they were fully clothed, which is a little bit boring, because you like to see them nudie Rudy get the bits and pieces out. But we
Blokes
can't do
for
that
you,
now.
you like to see the nudie Rudy
That's
blokes.
silly, Dean. That we did see 3 streakers on the weekend. We saw somebody running behind Nicky Duigan in his post-match. We saw 2 at your game.
2 at our game,
fantastic. We saw a lady who said she was some sort of official, and the Essendon supporter getting taken away. Now,
it'd be a good distraction, wouldn't it? Good distraction from the game.
It's not a fantastic look for the AFL, but I find it a little bit entertaining. I can still remember growing up, and particularly in cricket, which seems to, obviously the game drags out for a lot longer and you need a little bit more entertainment throughout the game, but it was interesting. I think the AFL does need to address something, just in case player safety comes into an issue, or staff, or whatever it may be, but every now and then it's okay.
But our fans are pretty tame in the AFL. You look at other countries who've got sports like soccer, for instance. You're right. They go over the top, and that's where player safety is a problem. But our guys just coming on for a laugh. They've got their mates in the stand going, right, we'll all chip in, pay the fine together for a bit of a laugh for 5 minutes. It's good fun. That lady was innocent. The guy was innocent. Nicky Duigan's one was innocent. It's good fun. Dell loves it. Keep it going.
Clearly no alcohol involved either. No. That's not why they would have run on. It's now time for Twitter Hard Hitter.
Whack.
Oh, this
we love that.
It's a big one.
Yes, it is. Now, at Danny Boy has proclaimed that the match review decision is a disgrace. How does Sherrod Wellingham just get 3 weeks when Cade Simpson will miss the next 4 to 6 weeks with a broken jaw? The worst decision in history. Well, here it is, guys, for the people at home who haven't seen it. Sherrod Wellingham absolutely smashes Cade Simpson. Gets 3 weeks, 5 reduced to 3. Dale, give us your thoughts on it.
I can't comment on the actual incident for obvious reasons.
We try to put you in again.
Can't afford the fines. But I will comment on Wellingham's decision in that I don't think he actually intentionally ran to that contest to hurt Simpson. He ran there to compete with the football, realised he was out of position, tucked up, had the shoulder in, so if that's any consolation. I know he still broke his jaw and it's a bad result. But I think it is a split decision. There's 50 times a game, there's a split decision that you have to either go for it or sort of half pull out, and I think it was just an unfortunate timing issue, and he's copped his whack.
Because if he had pulled out, would have the coach been saying you were soft?
I wouldn't say he's soft. I think the coaches also understand the situation where players are put in now because of the pace of the game, because there's so many. I think the long kicking has probably contributed to it. It causes more collisions. But in some ways, I can understand what he was doing.
Games on the line situation for you, Dale. Okay, it's Carlton St Kilda, round 23. The winner has to get into the final. You're in a situation like that. You've got cameras everywhere. You pull out, you look like you're soft. You don't pull out, you get 4 weeks. What do you do? Just split second.
Or you had just stumbled it.
I'd like to think I did the right thing by the team, and that would be to be there next week when we beat Carlton. So I'd be there for the first final.
We'll let Dale think about it.
You wouldn't be there.
But I didn't do it.
But you did, because you got 4 weeks like Jared did.
No, I don't know.
I'll let you two finish
it's a tough one.
in the ad break. Plenty more Gen Y footy still to come. Dale's inbox up next. Welcome back to Gen Y Footy. Dale's still trying to work out the question that Frankie threw at him at the end of the last segment.
Go the Blue Boys.
You worked it out, Dale, what he was trying to get at?
If I wanted to play finals, would I knock somebody out or not is what I understood from
Have you got your answer?
I still don't know the question.
It's a good question. It should be a Twitter hard hitter question.
It's now time for Dale's inbox.
Yes.
It's been a big week, boys. Here we go. This one is an email from Big Dale via deanandfrankie.com. I was reading that...
We've got our own little pitching motor, have we?
Dale, is that another streaker?
Is that one of your mates from St Kilda, from Seaford?
None of our mates do that.
Well, I tell you, you continue on.
Frankie, I told you about security at this joint. Dale, get on with it.
Here we go, back to...
stay out!
I was reading that article in The Age that you pretend to write. In the article, you, or whoever writes the article, is it Caro? Anyway, you mentioned that your favourite two athletes are LeBron James and Gary Ablett. Is this true? Well, first of all, I actually write the articles myself.
Do you really?
So I do, honestly.
Okay.
So that's a tick for me.
Yep.
My two favourite athletes, LeBron and Gary. Gary's definitely my favourite footballer, and LeBron's an international superstar. So they probably are my two favourites, so I'll say yes to that.
Yep.
They're going on to say that there's a better champ than both of them. Who deserves to be on my third choice for inspiration? On the 4th of July, he just won his 6th world title in a row. Joey Chestnut, a hot dog eating champion.
Yeah.
Joey.
Here's some footage of him chowing down some hot dogs. Here's Big Joey.
Yeah, he loves his hot dogs.
Well done, Joey.
He won.
It is an incredible record. He ate 68,
He's enjoying
and
it.
he does enjoy it. So that's a good effort.
Yep.
They've gone on to say, well, thanks for this. I say, thanks for the suggestion, but we actually have our own, Frankie, here's one for you. We actually have our own hot dog eating champion on this table.
Yeah.
Here's a photo. We'll throw it up right now.
Very funny. Yeah. Very funny, guy.
You're a little bit younger there.
Yeah, fat jokes getting old on this show, I think. Number 2, Dale.
Number 2 is from Douglas Brown
Good one, Nick.
by DBS Suits, who's emailed in and said, why are you always dissing the Fevolution?
Which is Brendan Favola.
Which I haven't
By
done.
the way, Brendan Favola will be on this show next week.
Well, you're going too early with that one,
No,
Frankie.
he said he'll be here, so if he's not, we'll be replaying that and emailing it to him.
But we do have to give you a week off if he's coming on the show.
I do need some space. Anyway, they've gone on to say, last week I chose Aka over Fev. Why? And then out of you and Fev, I know who I'd choose. That's a bit personal. In fact, I sent a free suit jacket to both of you blokes, and guess which one out of you actually was nice enough to wear it? So here's the picture.
There he is.
Ooh, dancing with the
Stars.
stars.
He looks suave.
Yeah.
It's an interesting jacket. There's no denying that it's smooth, Dal. So next time I send you a free jacket, maybe at least try it on for size.
You are a snob, mate.
But going by that jacket, you can probably understand why I don't.
Oh, you too cool, are you?
Well,
Dougie, I apologise on behalf of Gen Y Footy and Nick Dalsano, but we all know how Nick rolls. Yeah, exactly right, mate.
He doesn't wear any.
You don't own a top, do you?
Well, as I've said before, you know what doesn't go with our fashion, guys? Fashion doesn't go with our fashion.
Right,
That's what I'm doing.
Fashionista you.
Number 3 is from thetruesainters.com, always reliable for something. Dal, as you might be aware, the Saints fans have given Sean Dempsey his own slogan and got his own t-shirt line. He's becoming a bit of a cold hero. So here's a picture of Shawnee Dempsey's t-shirt.
Yes.
It's not a bad t-shirt. It's all right. I understand where they're going with that. If I was to do one, what do I think my slogan would be?
What do you reckon it would be, Dale?
I've had a little bit of a think about it. And if I was to wear a t-shirt, it'd say, Gen Y Footy, Dal's your pal.
Oh, very good. Flying off the shelf.
So
I've got one for you.
Get out to your local, I don't know where you get them from, and buy one of them.
I've got one for you. Gen Y Footy, the other use for the net. You got one, Frankie?
yours be, Frank?
Over. Well, I've written one down, but it's not here.
Yes, it
Mine's
is.
gone.
Don't worry
I had a bloody good one too.
We'll come back to it.
What? That's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what you just said.
No, I didn't.
Oh no, mine. That was mine. I was taking that one. Gen Y Footy. Dean was a young fatty.
Well done, mate. I had to prompt him to say a gag about me.
Because you said no fat stuff before, and I thought we'd like that one.
Plenty more Gen Y footy still to come. Fix security at this joint.
Yeah, that was a pitch invader. That was a Gen Y pitch invader. Oh, unbelievable.
Shut up. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Gen Y Footy. Well, it's now time for Put Your House on It.
Yes, we love putting our houses on it.
Yes, I haven't got a house, but put
Well,
that stuff
you've got
on
a few
it.
houses, haven't you?
I have one house.
We could put our car on it.
It's massive.
We could put our car on it. We could. And the bank still own that, so... Don't fake laugh, mate.
Well, I wasn't. I was waiting for you to prompt me to get about your heroics last week by eating the snails, which was fantastic.
Oh, yes.
Because I thought you were going to do the throw to it because it was about you, but you want me to do it? I think it was a fantastic effort, and I would never really speak highly of you, ever. No, it was a great effort. He ate the snails. Here's the vision.
Yeah.
He didn't want any.
He ate most of the snail on that occasion, but it was a great effort. It was probably the toughest challenge we've had, including swimming with sharks.
Ooh, yes,
yeah,
that was hard and scary.
Yeah.
That was putting your body on the line and putting yourself in a very vulnerable situation. And I did that, and you did that too. But only with snails. Now it's my turn again, and I am picking my team, which is going to be your team. St Kilda have to win by 4 goals or more for me to be safe.
So you just changed the whole criteria.
Well,
of this
I put some spice into it.
Yeah.
I believe that we're not getting enough dares through, and I think this is a way to make that happen.
We just had one last week, for God's sake.
I know, but I think that there's a challenge there to be had, and I think we need to put our
and for those at home, we're playing Brisbane up at the Gabba on Saturday night, so it'll be a tough game.
Yep, I think you'll win. You guys are in sensational form. You're in superb form, and I think if you can do that to the Bombers, then you can beat Brisbane by more than 4 goals.
Well, I'll let you know what the dare is. Last week we spoke about getting some correspondence in. I got a few at Nick Del Santo via Twitter. And this week's dare is a foot massage.
Okay.
You
got a foot fetish too, so.
For a length of time. So I don't know how long we want to do it for, but I'm prepared to put my foot up here and you can massage it throughout the show when you lose.
Right.
And we're going to make it the money maker, so it's the
I'm
left
not
foot.
going to lose because they're going to win by more than 4 goals.
Frankie actually has a foot fetish, and he has seen these.
I don't have lovely feet
You knew this,
either.
didn't you?
What?
You just want to rub Dale's feet.
I'd love to rub Dale's feet, especially his left foot, because that's what gets him all the Brownlow votes with our Brownlow metal detector over here. And hopefully that left foot can chase our streaker that's wandered himself in through here. Now, 4 goals at least have to. The dare is then the duration of the whole show, foot massage.
Really? Okay.
Because I am that confident that it won't be me doing it, and I think the Saints will win by more than 4 goals, probably 10, and then it will be up to you the following week.
No, I reckon you're rubbing Dale's foot next week, and just his foot for those at home. Frankie, something caught our eye a couple of weeks ago that we come across. It was actually tweeted to us at Dean and Frankie. Don't forget we've got a Facebook now too. Facebook/Gen Y Footy.
Yes.
We caught something of him, or you were trying to be a big tough man.
You're making that sound very wrong. We caught something from him.
Well, we haven't caught something from you. Something was brought to our attention. You were trying to be a big tough man when there was a little bit of a fight that broke out. Here it is here. You run in and then fall over.
There he goes.
I was trying to...
Wait for it. There he goes.
I'll justify that. I was trying to help out Brendan Goddard. Was getting tagged that evening and went over to help and support. And tripped on my way there. And it was actually, right, as you can see, right near the boundary, and I could actually hear the crowd laugh at it. That's how well I was going that night, and I didn't do anything to help much anyway.
It's a bit embarrassing, isn't it?
It is a little
try to be tough, and then you're the
not
one
very
who
coordinated. But I will do better next time.
And of all people, Brendan Goddard probably doesn't need protection. Especially from our man Nick over there.
Probably don't take on Jonathan Brown at the Gabba this Saturday
Definitely will not be doing that. Saturday night.
And good luck to our mob, Carlton. We're back on board. We're back on the bandwagon. Plenty more Gen Y Footy still to come. We've got a special announcement next week.
Yes.
That we'll announce to the world of Gen Y Footy fans. We'll catch you next week on Gen Y Footy. No, not giving away yet.
Don't forget Brendan Favale next week.
You've gone too early on that one. See you next week, Dale. We'll see everyone else next week too.